Those are times like when you think that, I mean, God, that's flesh of my flesh out there somewhere. And I'm the mother, so I'm supposed to protect you. I think that he was still in that mindset, having come back, and he was like, I will survive, and I'm going to do it according to my rules.
I wasn't disabled. I'm not, I'm not a veteran. You don't even realize your veteran status when you separate. The word veteran to you is like an old guy, old World War II guy. They're veterans. We're soldiers or whatever. And even when we separate, we're soldiers. It takes us, some of us, more time than others. But the vast majority of us, sooner or later, will realize that we have some issues are a little different than before, and we may want to get it looked at. So then we go to the VA, but it takes us time sometimes. This right here is like my medication. I come here and get my therapy. Imagine you're leaving your family, the life that you know, to go and potentially give your life, and we're familiar with that. We can relate on that level. Right now, for me personally, loyalty, the loyalty thing since I've separated has been my watchword, and even before, the camaraderie like I developed while I was in there amongst my peers and in my section, just being amongst the guys is what I love. So now I still spend all my time looking for that. So when I come here, this is my place of solace and shit. I mean, being amongst you guys. Most civilians can't understand the lingo even. But even on a deeper level, I mean, the experiences that we have, you can't relate to our experiences. Memorial Day just passed, being a veteran in one day, the 3rd ACO, we lost 18 people in one day, including my section chief, female friend, FDC from my platoon. We lost a lot of people. Like my section chief, he basically died in my seat. I gave him the opportunity to come back stateside, and I took his trip to Qatar so as to allow him to come back here and see his newborn child or whatever. And that day on the flight line, they got shot down leaving BIOP or whatever. So now, from all the loss, I kind of felt like I should have died there. I kind of killed my section chief, you know what I mean? By allowing him. I didn't obviously intend for that to happen, but nonetheless, he died a hero. There's very little time to mourn, so because of that, for the rest of our lives, we're spent mourning.
That's cool. Cheese! Great!
Cool. All right, let's form a little circle, and so if you've been here before, know how it goes. Just sort of say your name, where you're going back to, and one thing that you liked about the workshop.
No, okay, I'm Domonicque Tatum. I'm on my way back to Washington, D.C. The only time I feel like I'm at home is when I'm amongst my fellow vets, and this is one of the primary places that I go to find that. So, I appreciate each and every one of you. Those of you who know me, good to see you again. Obviously, always a pleasure to be in your presence. And those of you who are new, hopefully, I wound up, we can stay amongst, my days of my bus stop living and things of the such. One of the things that I was doing was utilizing my vet center, my local vet center, in Alexandria, Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C., and had heard about a GWAT position, Global War and Terrorism Outreach Specialist, which is what I currently do now. And I applied for that position, and obviously I got the position because I'm doing it now. A lot's been happening since I've been back. Initially, everything wasn't going the best, but think I've done a decent job of recovering.
Yeah, man.
Basically, it's my position to go and outreach and inform the community as to what is available to them as far as the vet center goes. I also go and attempt to obviously find soldiers and veterans and let them know. I saw that they were very helpful to me, and I figured that if they were that helpful to me, and some of them are, the majority of them aren't Iraq, Afghanistan veterans, I felt like a lot of us Iraq and Afghanistan veterans we're hard-headed, and we only like to listen to those who are familiar with what we've been through, because you guys are our Joes are the only ones who can understand what we've been through. So I figured that I would make myself a face that they could talk to. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing in the world. I think that, you know, this is my calling.